Hi guys, and welcome to another marketing snippet designed to help you to grow your business. And today we're going to be looking at the simple stuff that can mean sometimes the difference between survival and failure in business. My name is Carl from Buzz Website Design and Marketing, and it's our job to help you to do better in your business life. Now, over this last couple of weeks, something sad has happened. A very, very well-known music shop in Leicester has closed down, possibly for good. And whilst on the one hand it's very, very sad that a local business has had to close, despite the fact that they've had an online business for some time, they've been established for goodness knows how long in Leicester, and not only that, they've got a reputation of being the place to go for music and music stuff and instruments and strings for your guitars and things like that. The business has still gone down the tube, and a lot of people were lamenting that and saying how sad it was. Now, I don't know the real reasons behind the failure of this particular company, but just before Christmas I went into the shop and was looking for a recorder for my daughter, who was due to start recorder lessons after the Christmas holidays. And what I found interesting is I went up to the counter and said, I'm looking for a recorder. And they said, we don't have any. I thought, right, okay, well, where can I get one? And so they pointed me to another music shop in town where I went and bought a recorder. Now, we stayed in the shop because my daughter was with me. She's 7 years old, and we had a look around. And what I found interesting is there's ukuleles everywhere. Now I know that ukuleles are popular at the moment, but I would have thought that recorders were a staple instrument. Yes, they're not worth very much, but I would have thought having some recorders in stock for those kids who are learning recorder at various schools, and everyone in my daughter's year, and that's 60 odd kids, are going to be learning recorder. So there's going to be a demand there, and probably from loads and loads of other schools, but they didn't have a single one. So they lost the opportunity to have a sale just for the sake of having a few on the shelf. But what I found interesting was not the fact that they hadn't got any recorders, but that the guy behind the counter didn't say, look, we can order one for you and it'll be here on Monday, or we can order it through our website while you're here and it will be delivered to your house. Now, that's not necessarily the problem with the guy behind the counter. He hasn't been trained to take the initiative on this type of transaction. He simply said, we don't have any. Now, in my mind, if somebody comes into my business and says, can you do X? My first question will be, I don't know, do we or don't we? Tell you what, give me your details and let me come back to you. And we'll look at whether it's feasible for us to do it. I certainly wouldn't just say, no, we don't do that, especially if more than one person has asked. Simply because there could be an opportunity whereby you've got a sector of your client base who are interested in such and such, and they've seen you as a potential supplier. Now, there will be a whole load of reasons why this particular company failed, but there's one example of just going into the shop and the person behind the counter not taking the initiative to simply say, well, look, we've got an online presence, we can order one for you. That, to me, is nuts and bolts, simple stuff that can mean make and break in your business. Whatever it costs to buy recorders wholesale, I don't know. I found it shocking that they didn't have a single one. Hundreds of ukuleles, hundreds of guitars, but not a single recorder. And I found that quite sad, because I don't like to see small, well-established local businesses suffer in that way. And ultimately, in my view, that was one of the key factors that contributed at least to the demise of this particular company. So my question to you is, are you just letting opportunity sit on the table by not paying attention to what clients are asking you? And more importantly, is this kind of lack of awareness ultimately going to lead to the demise of your business? I hope it isn't. So please use this as an example. Go out there, have a look. What are people asking for? And if they are asking for things, can you supply them? Don't be like this, unfortunately, failed local business. So I hope that's been useful. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Bye for now.